Previously on Cheating Skill, Yuya, a bullied kid who always believed in doing the right thing, discovers a hidden room in a house his grandfather left him with a strange door inside. Upon entering it, he is bestowed with an extraordinary amount of cheat skills and legendary gear, propelling him towards the path of becoming an overpowered hero. He kept leveling up in that strange world, earning experience points and unlocking new abilities, and even affected his body in the real world. With the unique ability to instantly convert his loot into yen, he returned to the real world only to discover that he had transformed into a muscular high school student. Yuya rescued a girl named Kaori during summer break, and she unexpectedly pays a visit to Yuya's school and invites him to join her super elite school, and shuns his siblings for harassing him all this time. During his trial enrollment, everyone is struck by Yuya's exceptional good looks, and he is instantly accepted by the students there. He officially enrolls and is thrilled with his new school and quickly adapts to his new surroundings. In his next visit to the new world, he eventually decides to venture beyond the safe zone, and he confronts and defeats a massive ogre. During this encounter, he rescues a girl named Lexia. After defeating the ogre, Yuya checks up on Lexia, but she immediately passes out. He uses his invisibility magic to avoid being noticed by other guards. While ironing his shirt on the floor, no seriously, who irons their shirt on the floor? He hopes that she will be okay. However, he knows that some guards came to help her, so she should be fine. As he thinks about his clothes, he realizes that they never get dirty, but he doesn't want to appear as though he wears the same clothes all the time. He has some spare money from selling the extra loot drops in the other world, so he decides to go shopping to find something new to wear. However, as he walks around, he notices that people are staring at him. Due to his previous repulsive appearance, his self-esteem is low, and he doesn't realize that the stares he is receiving are those of admiration. People can't help but be drawn to his perfect appearance. In the meantime, a fashion big shot named Hikari is reprimanding a model manager for his client's constant tardiness. He is irritated when the manager receives a call notifying him that they will have to postpone the shoot for another hour. The theme for the shoot is "My hot boyfriend and something something," and without the boyfriend, the shoot cannot proceed. With the delay already causing problems amongst the staff, they are forced to look for a replacement in the shopping mall. As Yuya struggles to decide on a new outfit, two beautiful women approach him. He assumes they're going to pressure him into purchasing something, like a magical lamp, but they surprise him by asking him out on a date. Politely, he declines their offer. Despite this, the women remain captivated by him, calling him a god, and leaving him to wonder if he handled the situation appropriately. On the escalator, Hikari notices Yuya and instantly knows he's the one he's been looking for. Hikari explains the situation to Yuya, asking him to play the role of the hot boyfriend for the photo shoot. As they take photos, a crowd gathers around them. They take a variety of shots in different outfits and locations. Miyu can sense that it's Yuya's first time, but thanks him for coming to their rescue when they were in a bind. Yuya can't help but be mesmerized by Miyu, as he has never had much contact with girls before, and he is a bit stiff. He notices how hard Miyu is working and tries not to slip up, but just as he thinks he's got it together, Miyu starts wrapping her arms around him, pressing her chest against him, and he can't help but feel nervous. Meanwhile, in the other world, the girl Lexia, whom Yuya saved, turns out to be the kingdom's princess. She is determined to express her gratitude to him. She dashes out of bed, alarming her guards. She is the princess of the nation, and the guards are in disbelief by her bold attitude to find the man who saved her life. The general doubts that any human could live there, and despite her being subjected to terrible danger moments ago, she orders her guards to gather an army as they venture back into the darkest regions, home to the most deadly beasts. At the mall, the photo shoot is finally over, and Yuya expresses his admiration for Miyu, finally understanding how hard of a job it is to be a model. She tries to give him her handkerchief when he chokes on his matcha latte, but he is too nervous to accept it. Yuya admits that he has never worn clothes like these before since his life had no connection to fashion. That world was too different from his. He realizes that even though it looks dazzling at first sight, the models and staff are working really hard behind the scenes. He wonders why Miyu started working as a model, but she doesn't really know herself. If she had to state a reason, it would be that she wanted to be seen by her parents, since they were never there for her. This strikes Yuya really close to heart, as his parents weren't really supportive of him throughout his whole life. Despite feeling unimpressive, she has fans who cheer her on and send her letters, so she continues to do her best. She notes that Yuya has talent, and he can absolutely become a model. Hikari finally gets a chance to take some photos of a relaxed Yuya. Upon the arrival of the boyfriend model, Miyu looks displeased to see him. The crowd goes wild as everyone recognizes the famous Sho, who greets them with a simple wave. Yuya is in awe of Sho's handsomeness and continues to underestimate himself. Sho approaches Miyu and wants to finish the trivial photo shoot quickly, annoying Hikari. He then boldly pins Miyu to the wall and asks her why she ignored him the day before, leaning closer to her. Despite Yuya's attempts to intervene, Sho ignores him completely. Sho eventually becomes annoyed, and Yuya tries to tell him to back down. Sho steps on Miyu's handkerchief and tries to punch Yuya but slips, causing Yuya to grab his hand and throw him to the ground. The whole mall goes silent, in awe of how Yuya just handled the little brat. Yuya's reaction was instinctive, and he wonders why Sho's punch felt so slow. His point distribution to abilities and his level from the other world affect his body in this world. To Yuya's surprise, the crowd loves him and doesn't criticize him for being the ugly guy who beat the handsome model. Sho is shocked that he lost so easily, as he is a boxer. Hikari recorded everything, so Sho can't sue Yuya. Hikari calls Sho a little brat for missing work, and he dashes away in embarrassment. Miyu is now head over heels for Yuya. She explains how Sho has been approaching her constantly against her will, and she didn't know how to deal with it. But thanks to him, it's now resolved. After the incident, Sho's career will come to an end, as he won't be able to secure any more modeling work from agencies. On the other hand, Hikari offers Yuya an exclusive contract with their agency as a model. However, Yuya humbly declines the offer, acknowledging that he is not cut out for this line of work despite the valuable experience he gained from working with such dedicated professionals. As an amateur, Hikari is unable to pay him adequately, but he compensates Yuya with fashionable clothes instead. Yuya expresses his gratitude to Hikari once more for the opportunity and wishes Miyu all the best in her modeling career before departing. As the crew drives away, Miyu looks through the photos and hopes to work with Yuya again in the future. Hikari instantly notices her attraction to Yuya and makes fun of her red cheeks. At home, Yuya can't shake the feeling that he somehow cheated, but he still accepts the payment for his work gratefully. Meanwhile, in the other world, Princess Lexia's party is making their way through the darkest regions when they are suddenly ambushed by a group of goblins. The goblin chief sets his sights on Lexia, but just as he's about to attack, Yuya appears out of nowhere and saves her. With his swordsmanship and fighting skills, Yuya is able to take out the rest of the goblins, impressing the princess with his bravery and strength. As Yuya heals the soldiers, Lexia watches him with admiration, and her heart begins to race. She approaches him and asks for his hand in marriage, shocking everyone around them. At the photo shoot agency, everyone is in awe of Yuya's performance, amazed that he is an amateur. The head of the company is determined to secure Yuya before any other company does, and is dedicating all their resources to make it happen. They won't let such a talent slip away. It remains to be seen whether Yuya can overcome his low self-esteem, which stems from a traumatic upbringing. Despite having all the resources he needs to succeed, such as a cheat, will he be able to make the most of them and turn his life around? Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this.